Have you ever seen large-scale drawings etched on the grounds that said were made by aliens or gods? These are called geoglyphs, and most of the time they depict living creatures, geometric figures, and imaginary beings. The most famous of these is probably the Nazca Lines because of the mystery surrounding the figures drawn here. Some theories say it's a message to the aliens. Some say it's a message to the gods. Why did the Nazca people draw them? Let's find out. Hi, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to explore another one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries, the Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines consist of a collection of geometric patterns and representations of animals carved into the sandy terrain of the Nazca Desert, located to the south of Lima. These drawings have sparked numerous theories over time. Which of them seems the most plausible? Before answering that question, have you ever seen one of the drawings in the Nazca Lines before? What is your first impression of it? Tell us in the comments below. Now, let's get to know the Nazca Lines in full detail. The Nazca Lines are an assortment of colossal geoglyphs, which are intricate designs or motifs engraved into the Earth's surface. They are situated in the coastal plain of Peru, approximately 250 miles to the south of Lima. Crafted by the ancient Nazca civilization in South America, these 2,000-year-old Nazca Lines depict various plants, animals, and shapes. Due to their immense scale, these geoglyphs can only be fully appreciated when observed from an aerial perspective. Despite more than 80 years of study, these enigmatic geoglyphs, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994, continue to puzzle researchers. The Nazca Lines can be categorized into three fundamental types: linear formations, geometric patterns, and pictorial depictions. Among these, there are in excess of 800 linear formations found on the coastal plain, with some stretching as long as 30 miles. Furthermore, there are over 300 geometric patterns, encompassing elementary forms like triangles, rectangles, and trapezoids, in addition to more intricate designs such as spirals, arrows, zigzags, and undulating lines. Additionally, there are approximately 70 depictions of plants and animals. The majority of the Nazca Lines were constructed over 2,000 years ago by the Nazca culture, which thrived between approximately 200 BCE and 600 CE. However, it's important to note that some of these lines are clearly older than the Nazca culture and are attributed to the earlier Paracas culture. The depictions associated with the Paracas lines often feature human-like figures and share some similarities with even earlier petroglyphs found in the region. In contrast, the Nazca-made lines predominantly depict various plants and animals, such as a monkey measuring about 360 feet in length, a killer whale spanning 210 feet, a bird resembling a condor with a length of 443 feet, a hummingbird at 165 feet, a pelican stretching across 935 feet, a spider covering 150 feet, and various representations of flowers, trees, and other plants. The Nazca civilization, an ancient prehistoric culture, excelled at employing engineering methods to access underground water for irrigation. Some theories linking the purpose of the Nazca Lines suggest they may be related to this requirement for water. Academics believe that the Nazca Lines were crafted by individuals hailing from the ancient Nazca civilization. Limited information is available about the Nazca people. Their society is thought to have thrived between approximately 100 BCE and 800 AD along the southern coastline of Peru. They were heavily influenced by the preceding Paracas culture, and much like the Paracas community, the Nazca people were skilled artisans, producing a variety of crafts and artistic creations, including ceramics, textiles, and geoglyphs. The geoglyphs were crafted in the heart of the Nazca region's desert expanse. They were fashioned by clearing away stones and soil from the ground, giving rise to various images. Over thousands of years, natural weathering has affected the desert floor. As a result, when the top layer of rocks is removed, it unveils a sand color considerably lighter than the surface, which is the same hue distinguishing this collection of geoglyphs. These lines have endured for roughly 500 to 2,000 years due to the arid climate's preserving effects. Peruvian archaeologist Toribio Mejia Zespe initially explored the area around the Nazca Lines. However, these massive drawings couldn't be seen from the ground. It wasn't until airplanes became common in the 1930s that people noticed them. Over the years, many more have been found, and new ones are still being discovered. Since there aren't many other clues left by the culture that made these designs, researchers have argued a lot about why they were made and where they came from. This has led to many different ideas and theories about the Nazca Lines, one of which states that the ancient Nazca was a landing site for alien spacecraft. Before we explore the theories on why and how the Nazca Lines were drawn, what are your initial guesses as to why they were drawn? Leave your comments below. Certainly, one of the most well-known theories regarding the Nazca Lines' origin came from Erich von Däniken in his 1968 book, Chariots of the Gods. According to this theory, ancient Nazca served as the landing site for an extraterrestrial spacecraft. Supposedly, these alien beings shared special knowledge and technology with the local inhabitants before returning to their home planet. Following the departure of these ancient astronauts, the Nazca culture constructed a series of colossal images and designs as messages to these extraterrestrial beings, whom they considered to be gods. This theory gained widespread attention, particularly after it was featured in the popular History Channel series, Ancient Aliens. In early 2018, images of a Nazca mummy resembling typical portrayals of extraterrestrials circulated widely on social media networks. The academic qualifications and research methods of the Russian researcher responsible for these images have since been questioned, but these images have brought even more attention to this unconventional theory. Another theory was proposed by Maria Reiche, the most renowned researcher from Nazca, originally from Germany. She dedicated her life to studying and preserving the Nazca Lines. Reiche believed that this site held significant importance in terms of astronomy, functioning as a vast solar calendar with the positioning of the sun relative to the designs. According to her, this calendar allowed the Nazca people to mark solstices, equinoxes, and even predict events like solar eclipses. Reiche strongly opposed von Däniken's theory and worked diligently to disprove it by highlighting the relationship between the geoglyph designs and other aspects of Nazca culture, such as pottery. While efforts to confirm her theory have yielded inconclusive results, it continues to be a highly influential perspective. Another one of the most intriguing theories regarding the Nazca Lines' origin and intent was initially introduced by a team of American researchers, which included Johann Reinhard. According to this theory, the exceptionally dry conditions of the Nazca Desert, where the region receives merely around 20 minutes of rainfall per year, suggest that the most plausible explanation for these designs is their incorporation into ancient rituals, beseeching the gods for rain. Researchers highlight that animal symbolism is frequently encountered at ceremonial locations throughout the Andes, making the utilization of these designs in religious practices the most logical rationale for their creation. Meanwhile, David Johnson, an independent researcher from the United States who collaborated with scholars at the University of Massachusetts, puts forth a hypothesis that aligns with the ideas proposed by archaeologist Marcus Reindel, associated with the Commission for Non-European Cultures at the German Archaeological Institute, and Johnny Isla, part of the Andean Institute of Archaeological Research. According to this hypothesis, there exists a direct connection between the Nazca geoglyphs and the water sources in the region, which could potentially unravel the mystery of the Peruvian desert. Johnson suggests that the Nazca figures serve as markers for subterranean water flows, essentially forming an extensive map of underground water resources that indicate the locations of wells and aqueducts in Peru. As an illustration, if there was a trapezoid symbol, it would signify the presence of a subterranean well. Circles were placed near fountains or springs. The hummingbird, often depicted in the lines with its distinctive pointed beak, might indicate a substantial well. While David Johnson's theory is indeed intriguing, it falls short in completely unraveling the mystery and doesn't apply to all the drawings. Thus, the water theory doesn't withstand thorough examination. Presently, no single theory has gained universal acceptance as an undisputed fact. However, it is possible that the Nazca Lines served multiple purposes. Certain areas might have been connected to agriculture, while others could have had a water-related function, and still others may have been designed for sky observation, among other possibilities. But given their impressive expertise in accessing subterranean water for irrigation, many believe it would be reasonable for the drawings to be heavily connected with their water management system. How about you? Which theory regarding the purpose of the Nazca Lines are you most convinced about? Let us know in the comments below. If you learned a lot through this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching.